Hello again, Annie Painter. This is Glue and Go, Part 2, the projects. I want you to join me as I show you different ways I've used the Glue and Go collage in a whole lot of projects that range from just new designs that might become a quilt or a piece on the wall to something in fabric or maybe some cards. Let's take a look. We'll turn our piece over. I'm going to mark it randomly and we'll cut it up and I'll show you some beautiful new designs that have come from the small pieces. If you wanted to make them into books, book covers, or anything other specific, you can measure it to a certain dimension. But for this one, I think I'll just measure it with a chalk, any white crayon chalk, so you can see it. And maybe like this. And like this. And then maybe just for fun, we'll try one that's just 3 small ones up here. So you can see that I have randomly marked so that we can cut and reveal some new designs from the big piece. If you were going to do book covers or any other specific project requiring precise measurements, just go ahead and measure according to your needs. But in this case, I'm curious to see what might happen. So let's go ahead and I'll cut. What really is fun, and I'll show you some still pictures of this, when a whole classroom does this and groups of 5 or 6 make a giant piece of Glue and Go. We measure it on the back, we turn it over, and then in a ceremony called revealing, the students sit on opposite sides of where they worked because we've turned it over, and one by one they get to turn them over and reveal what usually is going to be the cover of their journal. So we are going to do that for you right here. That's pretty. Wow. Look how different each one is. Wow. So now you can see we have 7 beautiful new design elements from the big Glue and Go. I want you to take a look and enjoy them now. And then I'll show you some still pictures of students doing this project before I also share with you some other applications to fabric and wrapping paper and household items. I worked quite a bit with this in schools, in residencies, and with teachers. And this is a teacher who's a 3rd and 4th grade teacher. And I went to her class and we did this with the students. At the top, you can see that they have been doing these in a color family. So this class had my full color and design curriculum. They were very used to working with colored paper. I came, we mixed the colors, we made the tooled papers, and then teams were given the option of finding 2 complements. So this group did the blues and the oranges across the color wheel. This one obviously is doing the magenta green, and this would have been done by 5 or 6 kids. In this case, it has been marked off on the back. These are going to be journal covers. The children who worked on this side will now be sitting on this side when it's turned over, so that when it's cut, whatever is cut near them will have something that they actually did on it. They will have worked on that section. They might have a little bit of somebody else's as well, which is nice. So the teachers and the parent volunteer are cutting. Children are organizing these. And this girl is doing the reveal, one by one, turning over her 2 pieces. They're just gorgeous. And here's the excitement I share with the children as they do their revealing. What I want to show you now is how I used, or how some student actually used the Glue and Go collage on a trifold or folio book. This is one of the projects in my series you can see on my website or on YouTube, folio book, in which on this particular case we've used the Glue and Go collage on the back. Open it up, continuing as it opens, with chunks of it on either side. This one has 2 accordion sections in it. And this has been such a great project. Teachers love to use this, and kids too, for science cycles, for drawing journals, for writing, for photographic journals. In one class I asked the 3rd grade, who has an idea for their book? And actually right away they all were motivated to write in their book. The books were so beautiful. And one of them said recipes, another one said my summer trip, another one said fishing journal, because he and his dad keep track of their catch. So this is really a popular way to use the collage. This is an old thing that's been around a while, but it is a good example. This is a drawing journal that I haven't even glued the accordion into, but both sides, this side and the front, are done with the Glue and Go collage. When I have photographs that I can upload and create projects or products from, I often do things with the photographs that I can actually use. Like this is a 2018 calendar, but you can see that these make great pictures or images to have handy as you use them. These would be examples of these photographs that I've taken and then can upload to any website that has products you can order that are customized. The next thing I want to show you is, again, something pretty special. I'd like to show you how I've ordered some wrapping paper that is amazing. And in this case, I've taken pictures like this, uploaded them, in my case, to Spoonflower, but there are lots of places you can do it. And on this kind of a site, you can change it so it's very, very small image, or make it mirror image, or make it like a brick. Simple, really simple. Or I couldn't have accomplished it. I'm on my way to doing more with that kind of technology. It's a very important goal for me. So I want to show you that right now. And these are wrapping papers that were created by first of all, photographing a small piece of this particular Glue and Go, and then uploading that to the Spoonflower website and asking it to be returned to me as wrapping paper. In this particular case, the uploaded photograph I could actually designate to become very, very small, to be repeated as a mirror image, or to be done as a brick or a repeat. So let me show you what I got back. It's really fun. A little bit unwieldy here, but you'll enjoy this. First of all, I want to show you one that was done just from one image. Remember, if you saw Glue and Go, the process, my first video, this is an invention that I could have used in a collage. I took a picture of it, uploaded it, and it was returned as a repetition in wrapping paper. With a big image like this, it could be a cool wall section. So that's an interesting one. And I love the fact that the color comes back usually just so accurate. Let me just show you a section of a few of these, and then the last one, we'll take a look and see if you can find with me the actual section of this that we used for the wrapping paper. Here's one that is a mirror image. Here's another with a mirror image. And this one as well. And this one is pretty clearly just a repeated image done as a brick offset. So let's take a look at the image. It's about 2 by 3 inches here. And if you look closely with me, you can see what we're showing right here is this violet wavy line, this little line of red pieces, the blue stripes, a piece of the swirl, and a little bit of the yellow green, repeated over and over and over. One of my favorites. Here we come to the point where you find me now with Glue and Go. Recently I've been having a great time working with young people with costume design and fashion design and paper. So I got into it myself by trying to apply the Glue and Go collage to tunics. This is a paper tunic that's certainly wearable as a costume, just made of butcher paper and duct tape. Then I wondered, could I take a picture of it, the entire piece? Would it be possible to upload it to a fabric website and have them send me back the full piece, just one image, and get a full piece of cloth that will become a garment, which is what I'm working on right now. This is just so exciting to me because wearable art is probably the one thing that I love best. And any way that I can generate design work for fabric and apply it to fabric design, that's where I love to work. I really am still going to enjoy very much working with the tool papers, the paint, and the original Glue and Go collages. But I'm just getting into the idea of taking pictures, uploading them, and using any number of ways that I might apply this to fabric, wallpaper, or wrapping paper. Take a look at some of the ways that you might access design or on-demand fabric and wallpaper websites. Also got a few others that have come back absolutely from either just tooled paper or the Glue and Go collage. And here's a couple of samples. These are beautiful, kind of shiny cotton. And this, my favorite. Look at this piece. The color just couldn't be more accurate or more beautiful. And with that, I wish you endless joy with Glue and Go, and may the muse rule. Take care.